One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground.
Breaks into the open. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Darius when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Makes the grab. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Houston will be forced to punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains. Just
there he goes. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed, and elusiveness. Just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. The inside handoff. Makes it past the marker. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest. Makes them realize they got to play the run, too. Great play call.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Got his man on the outside. Touchdown time! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's open on the right. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars are marching down the field. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on! They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Old Dominion rolls to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Ballard Stadium. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden, on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. From the gun, the give, looking for room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him the 1st down. Houston going up tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lower the shoulder to get the 1st down on 3rd down.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Throwing right. He makes a catch. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And that's a 1st down.
They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Finds a spot in the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Give him 6. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Hauls it in. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Alabama pushing the tempo. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Might as well stick with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
Now they'll run it to the right here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And guys, they've come through on the first 2 3rd down tries. This one might be a little tougher. From the gun, wants to pass. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
From the shotgun, the inside give.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Tight end now in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Walker. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you can see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Pass to sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
They'll go to the ground. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He got it. They take a 4-point lead here in the 2nd. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Using the quick game. And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. Into the house. Touchdown, Cougar!
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance. Excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Completes it in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Houston wants to play fast.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Leaves it with the back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3 and gets it to the 20-yard line. Solid pick up of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got his man in the middle. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the toss. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Powers through the defender.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give on the option. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They try to pop a run on the draw. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Why not trying to get it in? And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Alabama! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that, but the offense puts a great drive together, great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Caught in the backfield. It's York. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Yeah, and he got nothing. He got no gain. Great job by the defense understanding the situation, understanding, they're not trying to block me. They're trying to make me run upfield. No, sir. Good job being smart.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Houston will be forced to punt. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Nestles it in at the 35. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
He's going to let it go. Hits him inside the 20, still going. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting a tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hold it, finds his man on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Unloads quickly, and this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead, and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Cougars headed quickly to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He goes out of bounds right at midfield. Line getting set on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first. Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Looking downfield on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
Running back searching for a hole. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Still on his feet at the 35. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Cougars want to move quickly.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up, and this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And they'll close in on him return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
The give to the back. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys. The Houston offense comes onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah. He's got it up right. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there. This offense is feeling it. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. It's caught. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They're working that left side. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They've been able to move the ball, but the kicker has let them down. They've had missed field goals, and you wonder now if you get in plus territory, you just go for it on 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch inside the 25. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they're executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, obviously, this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They're dealing with a second and long.
42 Spiders. 42 Spiders.
Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stop the drive. Returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee.
Well, you got to wonder about the play call there. Third and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for a loss. Now you've got 4th in California.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end.